Hello, yes, alright, cool. Reeves, yeah. In um in the same socks. Yeah. Same socks as the first video. Actually these are my only socks at the moment, I don't know where they've all gone. But yeah, I got these in America. But anyway, you're not here for socks. You want to know about emo and scene, like kids and all that sort of stuff and all that sort of thing. And you can come to a place of authority and understand, not understanding, I don't understand it at all really, but yeah. Um, but yeah, well, I sort of, yeah, I've seen it as it grown up and happened. But yeah, let's talk about what it means to be, yeah, because I see this American guy and this guy, they're doing this sort of singing revival thing, sort of like a retro scene thing, or retro emo thing, whatever you want to call it, yeah. And I don't know what to make of it really, like yeah. Because I was like, maybe they're just trying to pull something off, which is because I like doing that, trying to take things which aren't quite, fashionable and try and make them fashionable, or whatever. See if I can do it, see if I pull it off, and they might be trying to do that, saying, I give myself a bit of a challenge, see if I can bring this back because it's not been that long, or something. I don't know, but there's still a bit of a market for it, or whatever. I don't know, and but the thing is, with like emo, especially, it to me in England at least, it never really existed, but it did exist because it was more the condition. This is what I'm getting at here. You don't know what I'm about to say here, but people would call us emo, right? Like we had long hair. We used to listen to metal music. We had what like a Sonic haircut, which was like fucking people call it Sonic haircut because it was like you had a long fringe, right? And the back was short, and you spike it up the back, right? And we all sort of had that, and we were wearing girls' jeans because you couldn't get skinny jeans back then. So we'd buy girls' jeans, and we'd have this like long punk haircut, and we'd listen to like metal music, and like we grew up on like rock and roll and like metal and all that sort of thing. So we went from like like skateboards and all that sort of thing to what we back when I was like probably young, it was like skaters, townies, and like all these other things. And there was all the other sort of names you had, right? And yeah, it's like you're either like a skater or a townie or something. That's what it was. And then it moved into sort of like and that's back when things were like people had like like doing like stunts and things. But stunts, we always done stunts. But that was good. They were good days. And then like emo sort of happened. Now I'm talking this sort of like I remember being in primary school, the end of primary school, where you don't have primary school, you have what elementary school. So this is like we're talking like elementary school level, right? And I am like coming to the end of it, right? And it's like 2001, 2002, maybe 2003 or something, I don't know. And like 2000s and that, right? Early 2000s. And one of my mates, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dye like a red string in my hair. I was like, that sounds really weird. I had like long hair. I've always had long hair. My dad's like, he was like a biker and he had long hair, and he still does actually. But so I always had long hair as well. I either had it all shaved off in the summer by my mum, who'd buzz it off. I mean, when we were probably young, she used to do mushroom cuts. Like it was just a mushroom, like a bowl mushroom, and the shaved at all the sides, back. We had mushroom cuts, and then I grew it out, and then I'd get shaved, grow out, get shaved, grow out. But anyway, so I had long hair anyway, and I wanted to get what like plugs, stretches or something. I was like said to my, I thought it was the coolest idea ever. I was like having like tribes and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you put a bone in your ear or whatever. I'll be like, how cool would that be? And all my mums were like, no, you can't do that. You'll ruin your ears for the rest of your life. So we never did it, and I never did it to this day. And I'm still maybe I don't know. I'm quite glad I never did because I don't know. Don't know. It would look as like a adult or whatever. I don't know. Just some adults look good with fine with them, but yeah, I never did it because I was a primary school child. But anyway, but then I remember also some kid come up to me in school and said, "Oh, you got to see this new band," and there was a music video too. And it was the release of it was when like My Chemical Romance broke through, and I hated it from then. I was like, I hate My Chemical Romance, right? Because I like metal, and what people would call screamo. Like, oh, you listen to screamo music, right? And and but yeah, it was like screamo, emo and screamo. And if you were emo and if you had long hair and wore girls' jeans, people would say, oh, like you go cut yourself, you go cut yourself, do you like self harm and all that sort of thing. And they just like pick on you to try and get you to kill yourself. And everyone was like, no, I'm not an emo. I don't like. I'm not an emo. I'm not emotional. All these sorts of things. I'm none of that sort of bollocks. Yeah. I just like metal. Yeah. I'm like a metalhead or whatever. And so emo was like just like it was like a slur, right? And then a bit later on, you had people who wanted to be emo, who like looked at people who were like metal, and they're like, "Oh, that's a look, and I want to be a part of this sort of subculture." And what they were called were wemos. So there was only two types of people. There's the people who were getting insulted, who denied being an emo, who were the actual like emos, but they're not emos because they hated being called emos. And then the people who wanted to be emos. So if you wanted to be an emo, and if you still want to be an emo, technically I'm sorry to break with you, but you're not actually an emo. You're just a wemo, right? And then and then after that you had what we had chemos, right, which were chav emos, because all the emos like who were like me getting slated for having long hair, we got sick of being called emos. So we're like, you know what we'll do? So we'll start wearing what the chavs are wearing, which was Adidas. So we all started wearing Adidas. Like the high tops, bomber jackets, and it looked pretty good. We still kept the skinny jeans, don't get me wrong. But then people started calling us chemos because we had long hair. And obviously we'd hang around sort of like, if you ever go to sort of like rough parts of England back in the day, and still to this day, you'd always have like all the chavvy mateys and all the pikey lads and girls and that, which are, you know, great. But then you always do have like the long hair sort of like rock and roll family, like biker families. Like you do get like the chemo people in these sort of rough areas as well. I'm sure you probably get them in America, not. But then what happens is people start going, "I've got hair in my mouth." Anyway, so people start going around saying, no, it's like, oh, people would ask you, oh, so like, are you emo? And people go, no, I'm not a scene, I'm scene, right? And that's how scene started, right? And this was, we sort of moving, this is like, well, like 10 years later, I think, I suppose. Yeah, like when things started getting to sort of like the chroma, yellow, magenta stuff, the CY and black or whatever, yeah? Right. Yeah, the Y2K stuff. Because Y2K like is represented nowadays on the internet. It's all very like chrome and all this sort of thing. But I remember being a very like cyan, yellow, magenta. Essentially, I mean that's what it was. And it was like printed graphic tees, all that sort of stuff. Like like twink tight t-shirts with graphic t-shirts on them and stuff. And like people riding like messenger bikes and stuff, which I still think is pretty really quite tough, right? But people go, no, I'm seen. And I don't, and still don't know. Oh, I think I do. Yeah, anyway, sorry about that. Again, um, yes, people start going, no, I'm seen, right? And I didn't know, I could obviously they don't spell it, so I'm seen. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if it actually means, I don't think it means they're part of the scene, and I don't think it means they're seen as in like seen, it's like you've seen someone, but I felt like it just meant it's like, oh, you're seen, man, seen. Because people say that and you are seen. It's just sound, I don't know, it sounds just nice, doesn't it? It's like scene. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's what scene meant to me. Do you know what I mean? That's what it meant. Worse for the people, and it was just sort of they give themselves a label without actually being like stuck to. You know, it was trying to deflect like the attention of. But that was more like it was after chemo stuff. Like people started doing this sort of like radical neon graphic, almost 80s revival stuff, really. But then yeah, there was like there was quite a lot of like 80s revival back at this point as well. But anyway, yeah, it's weird to think the 80s are probably just as far then as like then is to now. So I don't know, probably we are talking about 20 years. But yeah, it's a bit mad really. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Wemos, scene, Gmos, all that sort of stuff. What more do you want to hear? Well, that's what it's about. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And I'll be your informative guide on subcultures in the United Kingdom and around the world, if you want. No, I'm not going to do that. I can try. I'll give it my best shot. All right, thank you. See you later.